Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-bum, bum. Hello everybody, welcome to another Wednesday night Sacred Pipe Ceremony. I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman, and I am so glad you're here with me tonight to do this very sacred ceremony. I am here on the banks of the Cedar River, this beautiful, beautiful place. The sun is just setting behind the trees. You hear the river gurgling along. This is one of my happy places. And when I, in a minute, set sacred space, this is where you will be with me. So, welcome. I am glad you are here. Put my phone down. All right, so we're going to do a sacred pipe ceremony, which I am going to explain in just a minute. But the first thing I want to do is pull out my drum, and as we do before every ceremony, we call in the spirits, the elements and the spirits of the land, etc., to hold space around us, to create this energetic container to keep us safe, to keep basically creating this higher frequency around us so that nothing of a lesser frequency can get in. And what that means is that we are literally being held by the spirits. Once we set sacred space, we are being held by the spirits. And so we don't have to, it's safe for us to open our hearts, to let down our shields and our armor so that we can open up to receive the blessings from Creator coming to us. You know, as the more we fight and resist and try to protect ourselves, the less can come in. And so setting that sacred space, it's like creating the seed casing of a seed or a nut, right? So that the soft inner part, the meat of the nut or the seed, can grow and evolve. And so that's what we do when we're setting sacred space. And there are an infinite number of ways to do it. This just happens to be the way I do it, okay? Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Alrighty. So again, thank you for joining me. I first started doing this back toward the beginning of the pandemic. And my job as a shaman and as a pipe carrier is to help hold the light for my community, to help support my community. And during the pandemic, of course, we couldn't meet in person, but this is such a powerful ceremony. This is the most powerful ceremony I know of. And I was raised Catholic, so I know my way around ritual and ceremony. And so I started filming, I started putting it on Facebook as a way to hold space for others, to be able to just for a moment or an hour during their week tune into higher realities, to align, to let go of the worries and call in help and guidance to help navigate such an unprecedented time. And I just love it so much that I've continued it after. And the world hasn't really gotten any less crazy, you know? So it's my joy to share this and to be able to hold that space and help others, even if it's just to give them a moment to breathe and to relax. That is significant. So what is the sacred pipe ceremony, you may ask? This is a sacred pipe. This is my sacred pipe. And the original was brought to the Lakota people 19 generations ago. And someone, I just went to a sun dance, which is another Lakota ceremony, a couple weeks ago, and they were talking about how that was like a couple thousand years ago. I never did the math on my own, but and so the sacred pipe has been smoked for at least that long. And the original pipe is still being held by Chief Arbel Looking Horse in Pine Ridge. He's got the original pipe. And when we smoke our individual pipes, one of the things you might notice is that in between lighting the pipe, like I'll light the pipe and then I'll do smoke blessings. I might pause for a minute. I might have to relight the pipe if it's starting to go out a little bit. But every time I do that, before I actually light it again, you'll see me do like a spiral and then touch the pipe to the earth. That is how we connect to that original sacred white buffalo calf pipe that white buffalo calf woman first brought us. And so in essence, we are smoking the same pipe. And so when you see me doing that, that's what I'm doing, touching the earth. And then a lot of times I'll actually try to make sure that I have my pipe. Sometimes I don't, because on the video you can't see the ground. And so I'll hold it a little bit higher and light it so that you can kind of see what's going on. But a lot of times, if I can, I'll put the pipe touching the ground as I'm lighting it, because that is what helps connect it to the original pipe. And then we're praying through that pipe, and it's exponentially more powerful. So anyway, so when White Buffalo Calf Woman brought the original pipe, she explained to the people how to smoke it in a sacred manner. She described what the different parts meant, like the stem of the pipe is the divine masculine, and the bowl of the pipe is the divine feminine. So when we put the pipe together, and until we take it apart, it's one giant prayer, because it is all of creation. It's basically the divine presence. And part of the ceremony, where you'll see me kind of moving my pipe to different positions, it's like the bowl is the pivot point, because this is the center of the universe. When we put the pipe together, it is like the divine presence right here. For the Lakota people who were nomadic at the time, this was basically church. It was mobile. They could take it with them. They could pray, go to church, go to lodge any time that they wanted to. And so White Buffalo Calf Woman then gave a total of 7 ceremonies that all revolve around the pipe. And so when we smoke the pipe, we are connecting to all those people, all those ancestors who have smoked before us. Just think of the power of that prayer. Think about how powerful that is. It's amazing. So that's the pipe in a nutshell. And so once I start, I'm going to describe the ceremony itself for you a little bit, just so you can kind of follow along. The first thing I'm going to do is light some sage and smudge myself and smudge everything here on my altar. You can't see it because it's down below, but there's my altar. And so I'm going to smudge everything on here, including the pipe. And once that's done, I'll take my pipe up and I will say a prayer asking for permission to smoke in this place at this time. And assuming that the answer will be yes, there have been times when it has been no, but assuming it'll be yes, I will. That's when I put the pipe together, and then I take and put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl. That part I do out loud, so you'll hear the different prayers or offerings that I make. I kind of think of it as like I get a pinch of tobacco and then I say prayers kind of around the circle, around the spiral. And to me, it's almost like making cotton candy. You know, you're like drawing in all those threads of the spirits and the intentions and everything into that tobacco, and then we put it into the bowl. And then once we start to smoke it, we light it with the flame, and we smoke it, and that is what releases those prayers and those offerings. And so once I get the pipe filled with the 4 pinches of tobacco, I have a song that White Buffalo Calf Woman gave me. She's one of my guides and has been for almost 20 years, even before I really knew much about the pipe or about shamanism. And she gave me, when I became a pipe carrier, she gave me a song to sing before each ceremony that I facilitate. So once I have the pipe filled, then I will sing that song. And then I will light the pipe. And then that's the part where you'll see me kind of holding the pipe and going in the different directions. It's like I offer the pipe to each of the directions. I blow a smoke blessing to each of the directions, right? And again, it's like center of the universe right here. Everything pivots around it. That part I do silently, and then to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, then in a circle for all our relations, and then to Creator. And then I pause for a moment of silent prayer with the stem to my forehead and the bowl to my heart. Then I'll come back and probably have to relight the pipe. But then at that point, the first thing I'm going to do is take a great big puff of smoke, and I'm going to blow it at my camera. And that is a blessing coming from the pipe, from the smoke, from my heart, through my phone, and by the magic of the internet and the quantum universe, holographic universe, that intention and prayer will come through whatever device you're watching this on to your heart. And that is the point where you want to say your biggest, bestest prayers, or set your biggest, bestest intentions, because that is the smoke coming to carry your intentions and prayers to Creator. Then I'll go on to continue sending breath blessings, smoke blessings, for a number of intentions of my own, for intentions others have asked me to pray for. And if you ever, I always forget to say this, if you ever have something that you would like extra prayers, extra power to be prayed for, please let me know. you can text me, you can email me, you can connect with me on Facebook or on my website, perkinwolfstudios.net, and just tell me what the prayer intention. You don't even have to go into detail. You want to say, "Oh, pray for my mother," or, you know, whatever it is that you're needing, and I will include your prayers in the ceremonies that I do from that point forward. I know when I've talked about before how I went through basically a decade of extreme anxiety and panic attacks and such. And one of the things that I did during that time that really helped me, I haven't really thought about it until just now, but like I said, I was raised Catholic, and there's a convent of Carmelite nuns. I want to say they're in Colorado. I don't remember now, but basically they ask for prayer intentions, and then they continually pray for people through the convent, through their ceremonies and such. And it's basic, and so this is not just oh, please pray for me, and then nothing happens. This is, if you ask me to pray for you, I will include you. I will write down your name and your intention. I will put it right here on my altar, and I will blow smoke to it. So please, please, if I can help in any way, even if it's just to ease your mind to know that there's someone else praying with you and for you, I would be more than happy to be that person. So as I said, I will continue blowing smoke blessings. I might pause for momentary meditation and stuff, go back to smoking, and then once it feels done, I will raise my pipe again. I'll say another prayer. I will sing another song, and then I will take my pipe apart, and that will be the end of the pipe ceremony part of the pipe ceremony. And then usually I'll start talking about something. I never know. I don't plan things. I never write things down, but somehow I never run out of things to say. And so usually afterwards I'll start talking. My guides will kind of buzz in my ear or whatever to point me in the right direction of what people need to hear. Then that's the coolest thing, is that I just start kind of rambling, and sometimes I get self-conscious about it because I'm like, I don't know if it's hitting home for anyone or not. But then usually afterwards somebody will come back and say, oh my God, that was the perfect thing I needed to hear. And so I just keep doing what I'm doing, and it's my honor and privilege to be able to be that support for my community that is so needed right now. So, and I guess I'll say this now too, and then at the end, but my only request is if you would please share this video, especially if you enjoy it, if you get something out of it. Share the love, share the, sharing is caring. And I mean, I would love if what I do here, this simple little ceremony, would go out and help others, just even if it's just to lighten their load just a little bit, then it's all worthwhile. So please help me in that, trying to send that love out as far as possible. And if you do enjoy my videos, if you get something, if you watch these week after week, or just even once, and you feel like you got something special and you wish to reciprocate, I do have my PayPal and Venmo links pinned to the top of the comments, and I am just grateful. I'm just beyond grateful for whatever people give me It is such a blessing. It's such a blessing to do this work. And it's such a blessing to have it returned in some form or manner. So thank you for those who have given in the past and that continue to donate to me after my videos and stuff. It means the world to me. And this is my day job, so every little bit helps. So thank you so much for that. What else? I think that's all I need to say for now. So why don't we go ahead and start our ceremony. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirit higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Wow. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All our guides and guardians watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Twaban, Shonadisi, Majakiwas, and Wabus. There is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all our relations, come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm of our ancestors. May all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, the eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo Catwoman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. Thank you for allowing us on the planet at this time. Thank you for clearing our path before us to bring change and healing, to bring love and light that is so needed. Thank you for the clarity of seeing the oneness of the human race. Respect and honor for every soul, every heart, connected to each other and to Creator. Thank you for who we have been, for who we have become, for who we are becoming. I say this almost every time, but I hope that it's so powerful. And I hope that you are able to feel even just a fraction of the power and the love that comes from this ceremony, through this ceremony. God, I got tears in my eyes. Wow. And I'm drawing a blank. I don't know. Nothing is popping into my head to talk about. Just know that you are loved. Know that you have never and you will never do anything that will compromise your lovability. Know that that's what unconditional love means. Because, like my teacher says, Sandra Ingerman, it's not what you do, but who you become that changes the world. And sometimes we act from places of fear, of doubt, but that's not who you are. That's what you do. And each of those instances when we act from the place of fear, from the place of separation, there is no shame in that. I want to put this correctly so it doesn't get misconstrued. There may be consequences to our actions from fear, but you are always loved, and you are loved with the power of the universe. You are love. And Creator, every being, we are all part of the same being. We are all aspects of that same divinity, whether you call it God or Goddess or Allah or whatever. You are part of Source energy. That's who you are. You are love. Love is not only the most powerful force in the universe, love is the only force in the universe. Fear is just an absence or ignorance or inability to see the love that is present. And in that way, in our world, the world of dualities, fear serves a purpose. Because without fear, there's no courage. Without fear, there is no growth, right? But rather than, it's funny because we think about life as a battle, and we have to fight for the good, and we have to fight for the true and the beautiful, when if you look back on your life at all the significant occurrences, all the significant turning points, the growth points, you will notice that rather than being something you fought for or something you fought against, it actually was a surrendering to the love that is present. That is where the true growth comes from. It's really that moving from the head to the heart, listening to your heart. And, so many of us have a tendency to override our heart with logic, with, we try to figure out how it's all going to work. We try to figure out what's going to happen, and, there's no way that this could possibly work out. Well, our brains are limited, and our brains separate things. Our brains distinguish between things. That's its purpose. Our brain is basically there to help us, to keep us from walking into walls or walking into doors. Love, your heart, is what unifies. Your heart is connected to the heart of all living things. And your heart is connected to Creator. And so if you're getting those intuitive nudges, or you're getting the feeling that you need to do something, if you're making a decision from your heart rather than your head, your heart, being connected to the heart of all beings, already has made those calculations. So whatever your heart tells you to do is for the highest benefit of all beings. There is nothing that can be for your own personal betterment that is at the same time to the detriment of someone else. We are all connected. Now, it doesn't mean that living from your heart, everyone is going to just be all googly-eyed and love you and laud you and fall at your feet. When you act from your heart, you are going to trigger people. There are going to be people, like I like to say that there's more people awakening on the planet right now than ever before. I love the sounds of joy. I don't know if you can hear that or not. There's some kids inner tubing down the river right now. That is love. That is the sound of love. That is the essence of love. Joy. And so, if I can remember where I left off. Your heart is your compass. And by living by your heart, other people, like I was saying, okay, that's where I left off. When you live by your heart, that's when you're starting to awaken. That's when you're starting to grow. You're starting to see things differently from the usual ways that others see or that society has taught us to see. But not everyone in the world is a morning person. So your awakening may actually, others may feel threatened because of what you do or what you know or how you act. But it's still to their highest good, because the tide raises all ships, right? So if you're getting better, more aware, you're growing, then even if people don't realize it around you, they are growing too. And what you are doing is planting seeds, and you are demonstrating other choices that people might not even realize they have. You are living in a way outside the box, outside the routine. And a lot of people have never thought that way. And all of a sudden, here you come along having a grand old time, and synchronicities are happening and everything is falling into place. And even when you're down or things are seemingly not going right, you still have that faith and that optimism, because you know that everything is happening for the highest good, and that every death is followed by a rebirth. That's not something we are taught. That is not something that we learn through our society. And so you're planting seeds, and it might freak people out, and they might even hate you, but you just planted a seed that it may take years for them to realize it. It might take years for that seed to germinate. It might take lifetimes. But by you staying in alignment with Spirit, with Creator, living from your heart, everything you do is inspired action, and everything you do is for the highest benefit of all beings. So let your heart make the calculations. Your heart is your GPS system. It might not give you the whole entire journey or the whole entire trip. It'll give you one step at a time. You might not see where it's going or how it's going to come around to where you're headed, but it will take you exactly where you need to go to become the person you need to be when you arrive at that destination. So trust your heart. Be good to yourself. Give yourself grace. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all have things that don't go right. We're all learning. But that is a part of the growth. And like I said, every experience it brings wisdom. It doesn't need to bring regret or shame or guilt. Like they say, if the only time you fail is if you fail to get up after you've fallen down. And a lot of times, if you're going through a lot, like a lot of people are going through upheaval right now, a lot of people are losing people and situations, work, whatever. But all of those experiences are creating seeds of wisdom, pearls of wisdom. And down the line, you will look back and you will see in the context why those things happened, or how good came from that. And that will equip you with the necessary wisdom and perspective to be able to help support others who are going through similar things in your future. We're all walking each other home. There's no one more wise or more powerful than anybody else. You're exactly where you need to be right now. You're exactly who you need to be right now. And that is constantly changing. You are perfect just the way you are. That perfection does not preclude growth and expansion, because every step forward you take is perfect. Every change you make in your life, every piece of growth that you accomplish is perfect. So, I guess that's what I had to say tonight. And I hope that resonates with you. If anything I ever say doesn't resonate with you, let it go. Like I said, no one is wiser than you. No one is more powerful than you. No one has the authority to tell you what is right for you. Nobody. You are the only one who can tell what is right for you. And by following that heart path, what is right for you, you are expanding and healing the entire world. So there. All right. So, I guess that's all I have to say for tonight. Again, I thank you so much for joining me, for taking an hour or so out of your day, out of your busy schedule, to find quiet, to find stillness, to connect to spirit, to turn our focus from the outside world to our inner world. And that's why I do this every week. And again, if you ever have anything you want me to pray for, I try to do ceremony every single day. I'll come down here every day if I can and do ceremony and pray and set intentions and speak to my guides, speak to the spirits. And so if there's ever anything you need help with, or you can't see clearly and you want help, you want prayers, intentions, let me know and I will include those in my ceremonies. And if there's ever anything else I can do for you, again, my job as your friendly neighborhood shaman is to support you on your path. Not to tell you what's right or wrong, not to tell you not to create more, duplicates of myself, but to give you the benefit of my wisdom, the things I have come through on my path, my connections to spirit, to help you find that heart path that is yours and yours alone. That is my job, and I love my job so much. I can't even put into words how honored I am to be able to do this work. Because again, it's not what I do. It's seriously, honestly, who I am. So, and if you need help, you can visit my website, perchingwolfstudios.net. You can find out more about me. I've got links to my blogs, to my comics. I'm a cartoonist, and I draw comics and graphic novels. And I have all the information. I do readings and healings and teachings. Oh my! And I do one-on-one mentoring if you need help with finding your own spiritual path. I do come from the shamanic perspective and view, but I have had students who didn't necessarily follow the shamanic path, but that was like their door into, like their foot into the door, the threshold of their path. And so let me know, and it is my greatest joy to help you. And again, if you wish to support me and my work, I do have my PayPal and Venmo links pinned to the top of the comments, and anything you wish to give me is so honored and so appreciated. I can't even tell you. So, thank you again. I am going to drum and release the spirits that have so lovingly held space for us so that we could do our work. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. All right, my friends, thank you again from the bottom of my heart. And if you wish to watch this again, or any, like I am going to share this to my Facebook page. I'm also going to upload it. I have a Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel where I have over 4 years, probably 5 by now, of these videos of readings, of songs, different things. So if you're ever feeling you need someone to hold space for you, you want to pray or set intentions, I have a number of these videos from the past few years. And so go on my YouTube channel, pick one of the pipe ceremonies and just listen. The energy, even from the past ones, is just as vital as if you watch it now. And the energy of this pipe ceremony will be just as vital if you watch this again in a week, in a month, 5, 10 years from now. It is still just as vital. So check out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. That helps, that getting the voice out, getting the lessons out, helping spread the love. Yeah. And I hope you will join me again next week. And until I see you again, know that I love you, that I see you, that I honor you. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and go shining. All right, bye for now.